Dobar dan i dobrodošli na naš treći dan festivala. Prvi put u manastiru Smedjeryd, koji je zapravo naš domaćin. Ovdje i naši gosti prave vatru, opuštena atmosfera. U svakom slučaju nastavljamo sa trećim danom festivala i idu filmovi kao što smo se dogovorili. Očekujući Vladiku da nam se vrati iz Kopenhagena, mi krećemo sa festivalom u ovom broju u kojem smo, u nadi da će broj naravno sve više i više rasti, jer svaki početak je težak, pa i ovaj naš nije toga oslobođen. I would like to say hello to all participants, to all guests, the public, to above all our Bishop Dositej, who is the host, who blessed this event, and it is the third day of our EPOS, Existential Paradigm Film Festival in Smedjeryd. And as I said in Balkan language, Serbian language, that it is not easy to start, but we did it. So we start with the first projection, first screening, and it is the movie Elevation, or film, documentary short film Elevation, which is done actually for 2 years ago. And it is done here in Elevation, in this monastery. And it is a story about monastery. It is not like historical, it is just one day in a monastery, what's going on, how it looks like, and how I felt actually that day when I was here, the day when I was here. So after that movie, we shall see 4 more movies, sorry. The second one will be, I must check, sorry. Yes, Waiting for the Hanke, from Goran Radovanovic, who will try to be our guest. And after that we will see the movie Guardians by our guest, Miljan Gogic, which is also honor guest for of this first festival. But before that we will have a panel on a peace and a film subject, and after that we will have a very special movie from India, which is a story about Gandhi, but not from Gandhi's biography perspective. It is from perspective of how Gandhi's life influenced world actually that we are living. So many movements, so many changes were actually done by Gandhi's idea that most of us don't know about that. So we have great pleasure to have Rajan Sharma movie here with us. So enjoy the festival, and thank you that you came. Thank you. It is great. Da, upravo smo vidjeli jedan lep, zanimljiv film. Ne možemo reći da je najnoviji, njemu ima već jedno par godina, ali svakako važan da se vidi i važan da se vraća tom filmu. Ja se sjećam da kada smo ga davne koja je to bilo, 16. 17. 18. više se ne sjećam.
Mislim 18.
18. da. Kad smo ga selektovali, pokazuju se kao jako važan i ja mislim da zaista pripada nekoj estetici koju bi voljeli ovdje da podržimo, da je gajimo, da je održavamo, jest. Because this conversation is also turned to our guests who are not understanding Balkan languages, I mean Serbian and all other languages, so we must use English from time to time at least. So please that we start our conversation in English, and if you feel that now there is no words to explain, then you can continue in language you would like, and then I would like to, and I will try to translate as good as I can. So we saw the movie Guardian, which director is Miljan Gogic, our guest for this first edition of our EPOS Film Festival, which we are very proud that we start, and we are very, how can I say, honored that you actually make your effort to come to Sweden, since I know that you are in the middle of a production job with some reclam and some Syria and things like that. Okay, how did you get the idea about this movie?
First of all, thank you for inviting me here, and I'm glad that I'm pioneer of this festival, you know, like author, and it's wonderful idea that you share all the time. You know, I have you on my network, and I know what you're doing all the time, and it's I'm pleased to be here actually for the first time. And yes, Guardians are. This is new. This is not new production film, and I thank you for your opinion that it's important to show this movie. I think this is not only movie about cross, about church, about spirituality. This is movie about the family, about the history, which is very important for this kind of festival that you
try to establish.
And also my festival as well is one of that kind of festivals in Serbia. You already know that.
Yes.
Yeah, my idea for the movie was a long time ago. I was working like 8 years production on that movie, and it's not so easy to get you know, like to meet that kind of people first of all, because they're like keeping that cross 900 years old, you know, and it's not easy to come to them, to bring your idea to them, you know, and to speak about that, because they didn't want to tell anyone during the centuries about that story. You know.
They would like to be like anonym. We can just briefly say that this is a history about one cross that was hidden from like reality, just to be kept through the centuries and even live in dog today. And it is also the cross of the Holy Jovan Vladimir.
Saint Jovan Vladimir. He was the first. Actually, first established Serbian saint in the history. It was 11th century, and yes, the story about him you can see in the movie. And it's very unique story actually, because I'm born Montenegrin. And,
me too.
Yeah, and that story is from Montenegro, you know, and I'm glad that I come back, you know, to my country to work on that subject, you know, that kind of subject, you know.
Yes, as I understand that Jovan Vladimir's area where he was like having his place and space where he was active, it's today like Montenegro, probably partly. It's is it Bulgaria, Albania?
Actually,
he's telling about 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, this story is from city of Bar.
Yes.
In Montenegro, but his I cannot remember the word. His body is in
reliquia. I mean,
is in Albania, in Saint John monastery, Saint John, ili Shin John, like Albanian says, and but the head is keeping in a monastery in Saint Gora, Saint Mountain in Greece, and it's in Zagreb monastery in Saint Mountain.
So, as we understand, the history is not easy to be kept in a movie.
Yes,
and this panel has actually a title, which is Film and Freedom, since we know that Balkans is very, how can I say, living space, a vivid space. My idea, first actually question that I would like to ask before that is, when we are talking about creativity, as you have, as a director, as somebody who is probably writing the scenario, so you were part of this, making the movies, finding best location. Can you explain where do you find your inspiration? I mean, what is important for you? When you say the art, what are you meaning? Where is the heart of the art?
Yes, okay, it's a good question. I was thinking there is one director that I like to watch, you know, and you probably know he's from Poland. He's famous Poland director Kieślowski, yeah. And he said one time the aim of the movie is not to bring people inside the church,
Yes.
but to bring in front the church.
Aha.
And when you know that, then you're making your idea to be like, I'm here to make you something, to show you something, but it is your choice.
Should you come?
Shall you enter inside or
you will stay?
You will stay. That's
okay. And in this meaning, what means church? Whatever.
Whatever. It's like church. It's like
freedom, like thoughts, like idea.
Place
like,
for praying for something that it's nice, but it's not like church, only church.
Yes, I think that could be even symbol for everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you this history. I'm telling you this history, and depend on you. Would you like to enter or not? Okay, and it could be any history actually.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you think that is enough that you just come?
I mean, I think that it's very important to know the line where you want to go, you know, and
in which path you are following.
Yeah, like. In which part and how long you want to go there. It's not, in my opinion, it's not good to pass the line, you know.
Yes, on a private level.
In every kind of, even in art, you know, it's, you know, when you pass the line that it's becoming a kitsch, maybe, or
okay, like.
Yeah, you understand?
Yes, I understand. So I'm just trying to understand. But your inspiration.
We speak like for a while that when one movie is starting, you see the sign about what is all about.
What is it about? Yes, making like a frame.
Yeah. And
where are we going now?
Yes. Some artists in some movies you don't see that. Just start with the story.
Or fiction.
Yeah. And you will figure out during the during the film. And that's it. This when I write someone what is all about, that's the line that I put already on the beginning. You know?
Or giving a hand to the viewer to move him toward your idea. To understand his place. I mean, it is part of, I can say, documentary, isn't it? Because a documentary, if you are reaching, as you have documentary actually, you need to explain the place, time, since it's a document, like facts we are talking about. So these introduction words are very important. But if I say inspiration, what does it mean for you? Is it something important for you to go further? Where do you find your inspiration? I mean, how you click for something? Now I would like to do that.
I would say that's something inside of you. You know,
what is that moves you to?
Interesting, but this is something inside. We speak about yesterday about this guy, cinema guy, who is it's very inspirative for making a movie.
He's very special. Yeah.
He just we saw him on the first place like normal, regular guy, but during our
time together
in the cinema, he started to become something else, you know, and that was. You know. Okay,
it was like
that's click, you know.
Suddenly something changed, and you find it will be interesting history. Yeah. Actually, yes, because when you catch this.
Actually, he opened my mind about thinking about making a movie about the cinema man, you know, who is like regular but not so regular, you know, normal, and he likes his job and. He's working everything in his cinema. It's all day in cinema, and he's crazy, you know, like
crazy. But I think
in a positive way.
Like he's giving material to think even more.
Yes.
Okay, because we mentioned that he could be even cultural life in Laholm because he's running his cinemas in 30 years.
And inspiration is all around us, you know. It's like you have inside something. We are watching. With the different eyes, the things, you know, I would say. someone
likes or not liked. I mean, things.
someone can come and watch this part of the church like building, nice building, but we are watching on some different eyes.
Yeah, everybody has own. Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay, but when you are taking, I mean, do you have something inside of you which is okay? I understand that people or happenings or whatever historical movements outside can reach you, but do you have some history that you would like to come out with by yourself?
I mean,
something which is laying for a long time that you would like to come out with, or something. Do you have this kind of stories too?
Actually, right now I'm finishing my third movie, which is like 1 year. I didn't finish yet because I stuck, with the idea. But it's interesting because of it's a story about a boy and a kite, in the city of Dhaka in Bangladesh, and I would like to show what was my impression there, and we will see. That's my creative job that I had in my head,
Okay. Just as I understand, you like to follow the journey of the person, like.
Oh well, it depends on the story.
Injustice.
I like that kind of stories, but it depends. It's like my first movie was about prisoners that they stay in one place, but it's not the road movie. It's not the following the.
Okay, some path. Okay.
Yeah, but depends on the story. Yes, inspiration is inside. If I felt something, I want to make a movie about it. Yeah.
Then you're a director.
I would like to be.
Yeah, but when you think about scenario, are you one who are writing, or is it somebody who is sitting with you and writing?
I mean, when we speak about documentaries, there is no specific scenario about with the documentary.
Yeah, you have it like you feel it like how
because
to
you don't know what will happen with your guest.
I agree.
If you know that this is not documentary, this is fiction.
Or it's not so good
fiction,
documentary.
I mean, it's fiction that you plan to do that. You tell him what to say and to do, and that's not documentary. Then I just write some kind of synopsis or
main lines of
main lines, yeah. But typical scenario, it's not possible for a documentary, as you know.
Did you do something with the fiction?
No, I'm not. I think I'm not so big to do fiction.
Okay. Do you need that fiction must be big on which level?
Well, it's specific. It's different because you need to work first of all to work with the people.
Yes.
To work with the actors.
I understand.
Which is not something that I like the most,
Okay.
I mean, you're something different. I like to speak with you.
Okay.
It's a joke, but
and it's
yeah,
huge crew. You mean?
It's a big. You need to plan a lot. Pre-production for fiction movies very important.
Yeah.
As for documentary as well, but for fiction movie, this is a lot of things that you need to establish, prepare, and fix. Like it's more difficult, and more complex actually. But I don't know. Maybe in the future.
But you are, as I understand, you are working now.
Yeah,
on
I'm working.
Fiction,
I'm
a part of the crew.
Yeah, my basic knowledge is producing. I finished university for production, and I'm working like a fixer, with in foreign production. They're coming in Serbia. Serbia is a very popular country right now.
I think Balkans.
Balkan, Montenegro as well. Yeah. I'm working
Macedonia,
with all that part
region
of Balkan, and we are very popular because of the prices, because of the nice, good locations. Foreigners like to come to work in Balkan because we are polite, we are friendly.
Good labor too.
Yeah, and we have a very good people in film industry.
Yeah. That are okay, we had a little bit break during this terrible time.
Actually, I worked all the time during COVID. You know.
Ah, okay.
We
Well,
didn't
now
have.
I'm thinking about 90s, you know,
Yeah.
that we have this break with the
Yeah,
changes in
of
geographical,
course.
when the Yugoslavian cinema disappear and then establishing of small countries. But as I understand, since we are doing this festival, Balkan Film Festival now in 12 years,
Yeah.
everything is still connected. You know, you are shooting here,
Yeah,
editing
of course,
there,
it's,
making sound there.
Because we're close, we're neighbors. You know.
Yeah.
We're just
And almost
the
know
same
each other
people, actually.
who do best things in which area.
Yes.
Okay, so you are dealing mostly with the documentary. You used to follow like known or unknown stories, like mostly unknown stories, because this guy from cinema is also unknown story.
Yeah.
The story about Cross isn't neither. I mean, it's not neither.
Yeah, it's not so known. Story.
Known.
Yeah.
Yes, for me it was very.
Because they want to keep the family want to keep like that, you know, to be unknown, because it's very. You watch the movie, you know. I don't want to speak about the movies, but
yeah.
about the Guardians.
To
about
give
the
the audience to see more. Yeah.
To see, but it's very specific because during the century everybody want to steal that cross, you know, from them.
Yeah.
And that's why it's maybe
Okay, we are now on one.
so mystic, you know.
Yeah, we are now on a subject which is like a heritage, history, culture, hermesy, or culture opening. What do you feel about that? I mean, you know, it is always on the borderline how much we shall protect that what we already have, and how much we will be open to take.
I had a problem with the situation with my movie, because when I tried to show on some festivals, you know, that's
yes.
like not spiritual festival or something like that. They told me, oh, this is church, this is about the church.
Yeah.
And this was not my goal to make movie about the church, about the first of all, that this is story about heritage, because this is story about the family who is keeping that cross 900 years old. The way how they do this
it's special.
It's very important for us, for me as well, because I find out that this is what they have between family. This, I would say, I need the word for that.
From generation to generation.
I mean, verovanje. I mean,
truth, faith.
Yeah,
truth.
faith in that through the family. That's very important for us to learn that, you know, because I felt that in their family.
When you worked there, okay,
Yeah.
yes. Well, to keep that kind of treasure, we should say, it's
to keep the
huge.
truth, actually.
Yeah, the truth. Exactly.
Yeah.
Where is the truth? Where is the truth today? Shall we start? Well, is it one truth or is it more? I mean, we are now living in a here is and now is the truth. Actually, yes. Well, interesting is also in your working, how much of your heritage by yourself, you know, how is important for your making movie? Who are you? How do you think about things? Are you one who is following that part, or have some idea, like a follow story or something like that? I mean, you know, heritage in society, in some culture. Do you have your own heritage that you think that it must be kept on a place when you are doing with a movie? When you're doing things that you are believing in, things that you are.
On the first place, making a movie in Serbia is not so easy,
yes,
as you know.
As around the world.
Yeah, but I don't know around the world, but in Serbia it's not so easy. When you have a good idea, for example, you put on the paper, and I have a problem with that, but because when I have a good idea and I don't have money for that, for production, I'm in problem, because you know, I have a problem in my head. First of all, I wake up with the problems. And that's the main reason that of course, I think the same is with you. That's the main reason why we didn't make so much movie.
It is a process for me.
Yeah,
at least.
of course, it's process and it's production,
Yeah.
But when something is good, that becomes a heritage, When something is
That you're thinking like okay.
that start to become a heritage for me, and I'm working on that like something
for the future.
For the future.
Okay, you're keeping actually past with your movie for a future generation.
Yes.
Like to.
I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to do that. I'm not sure that I'm successful in that, but I try to do that on that way.
Interesting. Since yes, in some opinion that I'm actually following, it's like I think that there is no artist with his own heritage. I mean, you are families, you are where are you coming from. You didn't move from Belgrade so long. You traveled actually, but didn't live outside to feel that kind of connection when you're feeling like you're outside of something which is your origins. Somehow people who are probably left the country and things like that feel more that kind of connection than people who are already in, because they are already in and even don't think about it. So it's always interesting paradigm, if we are talking about existential paradigm, how we arrange our license, our connection.
In my opinion, it's very important. Truth is very important,
and what is true for you?
Everything what is honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are.
And that's very important even for existential paradigm that you.
Absolutely. Well,
you're
I'm
working
listening
on.
to you.
And I think you're doing well, and this festival will be big festival one day. This is beginning. It's not so easy to bring people in festival. I'm director of one festival, and it's like 8 years old festival, but it's not so easy even now to bring to go, because
every time you must be better and better, like.
Of course, and time around us is weird, changing all the time. We're in the middle of something, I don't know.
Even today.
I wear my T-shirt.
What is this about?
It's Apocalypse.
Okay, Apocalypse. And you have read.
Yeah, of course. It's sign of the devil,
Is it? Okay, good. We find out that Bergman, we spoke for 2 days ago with this guy, which is church, how can I say, header, owner of the church, and he said, like a devil is very. But the devil is always something which makes drama, actually. Without little bit, without little questions, without these little questions, then you cannot handle. But everything is like.
I think artists must have some devil inside.
Yes, it is. Art must be some kind of struggle.
Yeah.
Take it on physical level, from Sisyphus, who is taking his stone, to this. How can I say? Conflict that you could have in your head. Is it okay to go now or to stay? Shall I help or no? Or shall I go out or no?
I spoke with my friend, and he asked me, why you want to make a movie, why you you finish your editing of your movie in 1 year, why is that,
Why are you doing that though?
Why are you doing that?
It's
why
so
did you
easy,
stop,
boring.
Why did you stop?
Yeah.
And I explained, I try to stop.
But it is drugs.
But you're waking up like crazy, you're thinking about that. In my dreams becomes, I'm editing my movie, and I need to finish that, for sure. I just need to finish it.
You mean you had a stop with this movie, with this project?
Yeah, with
How
the
do you
first,
find,
with
was
the
it,
second one.
Yeah, why you stopped?
It was creative crush.
You didn't know how to.
I didn't know how to solve some problems,
Okay.
Because it's, that's why I like documentaries, because when you're making in future maybe you don't have that kind of problem, because you plan everything. You
more or less, yes.
More, yeah. But you plan everything, every sentences, every dialogue you plan, every and it's easy for editing. But documentary is not. You're shooting what
and
you
you
see,
don't know where you
and you just don't know what you will get on the end, because that's how it goes. And but sometime from I would say after 8 months of editing or 9, the things just start to become like, children has this Lego.
Yes, to making
like
puzzle,
puzzle.
okay.
And when it starts like that to be like puzzle, you just feel relaxed. You just feel like
you did some. You made some.
Actually, you know that you did it on the right way.
Yes, because you gave them time, and you probably grow up with the idea.
Yeah, of course.
Because it takes time.
Yes.
It cannot come just like. But Wim Wenders, when he is doing his movies, he always leaving his camera just running after replics and everything, dialogues and things like that, just to pick this authenticity.
Yeah, I know this
like
one of his movies. Salt of the Earth.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. This guy, he just about that movie about the photographer.
Yep.
He just gave him to make his lights for interview, to make everything for the to direct some of the moments in the movie.
Yeah, he's one, but he's still leaving things happens, and he's like making movie with these extras.
Other way, the documentaries, live things, live process, You don't know what you will expect on the film,
It's journey. I mean, documentary journey. You meet one old lady and you're thinking that she's like that, and then you find out a new world and it is opening, so you don't know where you should come. And when you are thinking, you are now solving this problem with this Bangladesh movie, guy with the dragon.
Boy with the kite.
Boy with the kite.
It's called Ascent.
Okay, but you were there, isn't it? You were with your movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
You visited some festival, or what was that?
No, I didn't finish yet.
Oh, you didn't finish, but you were in Bangladesh when? It was
it was 2019 with the Guardians.
Guardians, yes, and then you find out that you will.
Then I shot, like here in Sweden.
Yeah, we find this. Okay, just inspiration. For me, what is also interesting, this is your festival, because you are doing one like cultural heritage to the Christianity, which is interesting. How do you choose movies for that? How do you choose guests? Because it's like cultural, it's like more wider. It's not just movies, it's like books.
Everything, When I speak with my president of the festival is our bishop, or Vladika Ilarion Timočki, and when we speak about the like how it would be in the future, I mean, it's called the Spiritual Documentary Film Festival. And when we speak about that, I just tell him that it's very important that we show many movies that it's not like
religious
subjects,
or
about the church, because spiritual is love, spiritual is
all movies have spirituality.
War, or this is all about spiritual, and we just. And Vladika is open-minded.
You could say more religious than spiritual, since spirituality is the movie, because it's fiction, imagination.
We have on 1 year we have one movie from United States. It's called Ballet After Dark, about one black ballerina.
Okay.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah, it is. At least from our perspective.
Yeah, but you didn't see that.
No.
And that movie won that year. That's spiritual as well.
Yeah.
She has a problem with it because she's a black, with the how to every
white,
kind of ballet, everything is white,
swan.
And that movie won, and this is spiritual subject. This is not about religion.
Yes.
But it's spiritual.
Or existential.
or existential. Yeah.
Okay, and do you have some plans to do in the future?
I have plan with you to do
Okay,
this
good.
movie. To finish this Cinema Man.
With this guy, Cinema Man. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
actually for me.
It's very interesting. I like this part of the world actually. This place where you
choose to have this
choose to
festival.
establish this festival is very interesting because its nature is amazing. It's so quiet, so peaceful, and the people are very. I think I feel that they need this kind of entertainment, as
like
I
a
can
movement,
say, like
which is a little bit different.
Yeah. And I think you choose a good area to establish that kind of subject and that kind of festival in Sweden.
Thank you. Are you first time in Sweden?
Actually, yes. Yeah.
How do you feel about Sweden? I mean, you have at least some kind of expectation. That
When I was kid, I was in. This is not actually my first time, but I said first time because I don't remember.
Okay.
When I was kid, I was one time, but very like very short time, you know. I like that kind of. It's like it's very peaceful. Everything is control. Everything is
like clean.
Simple.
Simple, yes.
We spoke with a guy from the church.
Yes.
That's he have a very simple point of view.
Yes.
Which is I think speaks about people who live there, you know, also, and I would like to make this with you and to be here like a couple of days or.
Yeah, it takes time to make this.
It takes time.
Okay, and we speak a little bit, since this panel is about freedom and film and freedom. We are living in one era which is very unstable. If we start last century, on Balkan we can say 4 or 5 wars, counting even the last one in the 90s. And actually, we even didn't know when we start with the idea about existential paradigm. We didn't know that things will happen as it is going right now in Ukraine. So I think that it is important to open that subject, and this panel has a title Film and Peace.
Yeah.
We mentioned like Dell, always not drama, but is it okay what is the purpose of the movie? Is it to make a drama for drama's sake, or is it to make peace with that? Or when you say film, what do you think about film? Is it a piece, or is it a little bit drama?
In these days, unfortunately, you cannot see. I mean, when we speak about television, you know, or that kind of media, you cannot see, in my opinion, the truth.
Whole story.
Yeah, and that's why that's very important for us, like movie makers, to make something that it's not to come inside and making a lies, but
then
to
we
come.
Is it art to make lies?
Yes, but well, you know.
Everything is fiction, and
everything is fiction, and everything is possible, you know.
Yeah.
In that way, we have a lot of movies in our.
I think 99% is like fiction
country,
is lie, then do everything what you want.
For me, it's very. I mean, I don't like, for example, we are speaking about some historical subject, but you know, between the lines, we put everything
wrong.
like is fiction.
Yeah.
This is not good, because when you take something from the history, you need to make it like
as it was. Otherwise, you make a mess.
Yes. Otherwise, you make a lies.
Lies with a purpose, money or political. I don't agree that we need to do that like filmmakers. We need to bring to the people, to the audience. We need to bring the truth. At least own truth.
Yes. that's very important in this time, because this is time of lies, of course.
Who is lying?
I mean, I don't
Like media?
actually
Like,
actually
I don't know, persons?
I would say politics is lying.
Politics.
Politics is lie.
Politicians.
Or politicians or politics in like
In huge term, huh?
yeah general, and that's not good, because we are going in some, I mean, some way that nobody likes that, you know. And I don't know. It's difficult time, but I hope everything will come to the order, you know, to the order, and become like before. I know that nothing will become like before, but as a filmmaker, I will try in my field to bring the truth to the people, and as we speak about documentaries, to bring the audience, you know, the nice spiritual subject, not religious, not only religious but spiritual subject.